Welcome to Debt Management 101. If you're like me and your bank provides a free credit score reporting app, I used to be on pins and needles when I get those notifications. I didn't know if my credit score was going up or down. With the information that we go over today, you will know before your bank know or any of the three reporting agencies. Personal debt management refers to the process of strategically handling and controlling your debt to achieve financial stability and eventually financial freedom. It involves creating a plan to effectively manage existing debt, avoid accumulating new ones, and work towards becoming debt-free. Personal debt management is crucial for individuals who may have various types of debt, such as credit card debt, student loans, mortgages, car loans, and personal loans. Effective financial management is not just about earning money. It's also about managing debt wisely and understanding your credit. This discussion today dives into 9 key components of debt management and relatable examples like credit card monitoring, dealing with high interest rate, and much, much more. Before we get started, I would like to thank my current subscribers and new subscribers. If you haven't subscribed yet, please hit the subscribe button so you can be the first to be notified of these financial educational videos. We're releasing a series called Financial Education, and then we have many more series planned in the future. The 9 key components of personal debt management includes: number 1, assessment of current debt situation. Identify and list all existing debts, including the type of debt, outstanding balances, interest rate, and the minimum monthly payments. Number 2, budgeting. And if you watch our previous financial education video, it was Budgeting 101. Develop a comprehensive budget that outlines income, fixed expenses like rent, mortgage, utility, variable expenses such as groceries, entertainment, and debt repayment. All of these types of managing of debt and income versus your expenses were covered in our Budgeting 101 video. So please take a look at that video if you haven't. Number 3, prioritizing debt. Determine which debt to prioritize based on factors like interest rate, outstanding balances, and the urgency of repayment. Some of the rule of thumb as it relates to which one of your credit cards to pay down first, you can decide which one that you can have the most impact in at the quickest time. For instance, let's just say you have out of 10 credit cards, absurd number, but I hope you don't have 10. Let's just say you have 10 credit cards and you look at the statements, you look at the one with the highest interest rate. You put that to the left. Then you also categorize which one have the lowest balance that you can pay off and get rid of. So now you have one that has the highest APR interest rate is definitely be a cost saving if you can get rid of that, but that may be a high balance. And then you may have another credit card that have a low balance, maybe $50 to $100, and if you make one single payment, you can get rid of that and you have 9 more credit cards. That is really up to you. The rule of thumb is pay off the one where you can get some quick wins. Which one of them will feel good to you to make sure that you're accomplishing the task of managing your credit cards. For me, it would be quickly to get rid of the one with the lowest balance. I'll love to have 9 credit cards instead of 10. And then I can choose to work on the one with the highest APR and tackle that at the same time. Of course, can't pay it off all at once, but I can start to contribute money towards it. Okay, so that's when it comes to number 4. We talked about that, negotiating with creditors. Contact the creditors to negotiate the lowest interest rate, more favorable repayment terms, or potential debt settlement arrangement. Those arrangements are possible. Number 5, explore debt consolidation option, which involves combining multiple debt into one single loan, preferably a lower interest rate out of the stack of 10 that you have, with more favorable interest rate terms, simplifying the repayment process. Instead of sending 10 separate payments to 10 separate banks or creditors, you can consolidate it into one or two, and now it cuts down on your ability to mismanage your credit cards, and you just have 2 payments. But it still will be combined, but this is an opportunity to consolidate your credit cards. Number 6, emergency fund creation. Establish and maintain an emergency fund to cover unexpected expenses, reducing the reliance on credit card for unforeseen circumstances. In our Savings 101 video in this very same financial educational series, we spoke about the need to have about 3 months of your salary in savings inside of a bank for emergency situation. It's just one of those rule of thumbs to make sure that you have adequate liquidity in the time of need. Number 7, credit counseling. Seek advice for credit counseling agencies that can provide guidance on debt management, budgeting, financial education, or you can simply continue to tune in to the Retirement Lifestyle TV channel, because that's what we are all about. Behavioral change, which is number 8. Adopt responsible financial habits, such as avoiding unnecessary expenses, make timely payments, and resisting the temptation of accumulating more debt. Number 9, regular monitoring and adjustments. That's important. That's number 9, regular monitoring and adjustments. Continuously monitor the progress of your debt repayment, like the credit card example that I shared with you. You paid off the lowest, now you're dealing with the highest interest rate card, and maybe you have done a consolidation. Stay on top of your debt management goal. Do not let it bog you down. Do not get complacent. Have a goal and stick to it, and that creates discipline to achieve what you set out to do. The importance of credit card monitoring and why credit card monitoring is important. Early detection of error is number 1. Identifying and rectifying errors on your credit report is highly important. This would allow most time for your credit score to go up, because now you have removed something that was negative on your overall report that should not have been there. The other important factor is identity theft prevention, monitoring for suspicious activities that might indicate identity theft. Also, there are some paid services and free services for monitoring your credit card. I shared earlier on in our discussion related to debt management that my banking app actually sends me a notification when my credit score go up or down. And it also tells me what impacted the score. Lastly, there are some free credit report agencies out there who would provide you at least one annual credit report per year. Here are the names: TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. If you Google any one of these companies, they'll actually walk you through the process of actually accessing a free credit report once a year. So knowing your credit score is important, and these tips related to correcting errors if you see them on your credit report promptly. Look at it for identity theft and do constant monitoring of your credit report. Please subscribe, and thank you for tuning in to our Debt Management 101 discussion. Until later.